showdown. Both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Smothers. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Manning from the gun on third down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going for a big play right off the bat.
And man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Long way to go on second down. Hand off for Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Left side is Smothers. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here's a give to Frazier. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On the return, just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's going to take a shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Wide right, it's Wingo. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside
makes the grab in their space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rush is on. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Handoff for Frazier. Got enough for the first down. Might have a chance. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On first down, Nate Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. And that one's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Here's a give to Frazier. Swapped immediately. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right side, it's Humphreys. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, it's Smothers. Driven back.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Manning timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Look out. And it's a sack.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas. A pick six.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They
snags it and he's open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 33. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running inside. It's Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Georgia sent out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down immediately.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Arch to throw. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They go play action with Manning. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll pull it on the read. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that fourth down. Great job by this defense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On play action. Just a little off. Incomplete. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To throw, it's Stockton. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now they'll try it again after the inexplicable delay of game penalty. 2nd and goal again. Drops back. It's Stockton. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Manning to throw. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a man. It's Manning. They're all over him. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. He's looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, it's Smothers. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Manning on play action. Rush right in his face. Wide open downfield. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Texas 35, Georgia 13.
Here he comes with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. From the gun, the ground game. Powers through the defender. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Texas offense. Now on the counter. Sweet cut there. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Turning it on. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Manning with the play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Arch Madness. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got him quickly. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Throwing Manning. Snags it over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Play action, here's Manning. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Got room at the 35. Here's a little room there. the 30. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Running the red zone. It's Smothers.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. They'll try to blast their way in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. 4th down, Manning. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
To throw, Manning. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rushes on. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Manning throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Here's Arch to throw. Right down the middle. Swats it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Moving out to the right. Working the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd and long here. Here's Manning to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Look out! He sacked this defense all over it.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Hits inside, it's Bowens. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Turns it upfield. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock it down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They go play action with Manning. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Long way to go on second down. Arch Madness. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. He's going for the big play. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Using his legs, it's Smothers. There he goes. They're going to try to really stick it to him and rub it in with another score here. That will be the final play as they